Hello Libra, and welcome to your 1 month reading. This is my channel, Mending Tree Tarot. This is a general reading for Libras, and it's a timeless reading, so it is good for whenever you find it for a month's time. I will start out with some oracle cards, and then I will move on to tarot to clarify the reading. And then at the end, I will pull a Archangel Michael advice card for you, and we'll go from there. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I've already meditated on the cards and shuffled, so I'll just get the cards here. Thank you. Spirit guides, guardian angels. Looking for oracle cards for Libra for a month's time. We have Observer. Looking for, Libra. For a month's time. Flexible. And Libra, one more. No place like home. Perfect. And this is Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. All right. Next, I'm going to get your tarot cards for Libra. Okay. Now, Harmony and the Source. And a few more for Libra. The Master. And just so you know, personal choice of mine with this particular deck, I only read the uprights. Libra for a month's time. We have creativity, compromise, and on top of compromise I have schizophrenia. Okay. Give me just a moment. Get a large overview here of your reading. So, starting out with the oracle cards here, we have the Observer. So with this particular card, starting first kind of speaks to me to your career. You're kind of looking over, observing exactly what it's saying, your particular place right now in your job, kind of taking a general overview, a non-biased place from within. So kind of sitting there, just taking stock of what your situation is. And with this, it's asking you to kind of be flexible. And I'm getting this energy of kind of non-action, but more kind of going with the flow. And not making any kind of rash decisions or really just trying to get a feel of what is happening. It seems like there are some things going on in your workplace right now, and you're really not taking sides with this. You're really kind of being your true Libran self and kind of being your judicious self and listening to both sides and not really taking a stance with it. Really kind of being like water and going with the flow. You are kind of taking in all elements without being critical of it and kind of moving forward with it there. And then with that, no place like home, really kind of taking a space within yourself of what's right for you. And really kind of finding comfort in almost like a quiet space within yourself. So it looks like you're really trying to be the peacemaker in your workplace. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not going to take a stance on what you feel is the right position to take, but right now it looks like you're kind of speaking to both sides, understanding both sides, kind of explaining the other side, the other perception to the other people who may not be understanding, who are being kind of like, I don't understand why somebody does something like this, that kind of site. And it looks like you're kind of taking it more from a Zen perspective, I guess would be the way I kind of say it, place within yourself of being quiet and just seeing all sides, all facets of the argument, and kind of being, for lack of a better term, like the term referee is coming up, like making sure that everybody's playing fair and also listening to all sides. As far as if you're looking for love, it looks like you may be doing things like, this is going to sound funny, but I don't know if it's necessarily that you're on like dating apps. You are looking, so you're being more aggressive, not necessarily taking any action in any particular place again, but it looks like you are looking at alternatives for yourself, for possibilities of people that may interest you. So kind of looking outside of where your normal your typical type, I guess, and considering alternatives to your normal type and kind of staying open. And it looks like you're being very positive about this. But more importantly, I think that you're finding contentment within being on your own for this moment in time. So not being aggressive in finding anybody, but at the same time, you are looking. Whether that be through dating apps or just putting yourself in situations where you're being able to meet people as lockdowns start to kind of free up a little bit, kind of taking advantage of being able to be a little bit more social, meeting people, being more sociable, and considering perhaps people that you normally wouldn't consider. But for the most part, I feel like you are being more secure in yourself and kind of being all right with just being on your own for now, but not necessarily shutting down the idea too, which I think is actually a really great and healthy place to kind of come from for finding someone. Then we have coming into the tarot, and just so you know, I use the Osho Zen Tarot here. We have Harmony, which is the 10 of Cups actually, which is great. Love that card. Crossed by the Lovers underneath. So first, this speaks to me to relationships. It looks like you, through your receptivity and flexibility with what it is you're kind of looking outside of what your normal type is, I think it really feels like you are attracting kind of the ideal situation, mostly I think because you're finding contentment within yourself. You're not coming from this place of want or need or anything like that, not from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance already. And because of this, you're attracting something that is healthy and kind of what it is that you're looking for. You're more concerned, it seems, with the type of relationship, what the relationship has, and that it's healthy and in a harmonious union, and where you're kind of coming from with this place of contentment is drawing that to you. I do see actually that coming to you, which is fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, moving on, we have the Source. So this is the Ace of Wands, so lots of passion there. Moving on with creativity, this is the Empress in this particular deck, so Major Arcana. So you have a new beginning, and then you also have this place of abundance. The Empress is all the queens put together into one. So I see this being more of you, if we're still talking about relationships and kind of love life here, I see a new beginning for you. It being passionate and full of love and abundance and happiness and warm and comfort and all of those wonderful, wonderful things that we all want in relationships. But I also feel like if we're talking about career, kind of moving back to the other part here, I see you coming up with creative solutions for people who are experiencing disharmony, who are not experiencing that, and showing people that they have a choice, right? The lovers traditionally, although you can take it exactly as it means, is the lovers if you want to look at it that way, but outside of love, it represents a choice, the choice. So the choice that people have of how they want to look at a particular situation. And you're being very creative in how you're showing these other options and showing people that they have other ways of looking at a particular situation. And that's really working in your favor, that you're really coming from a positive place here. But that you're really excited about some new beginning. You're starting something new in one way, shape, or form, and some kind of passion. Maybe this is a passion project for you. I'm also kind of, all of a sudden that's kind of picking up as like, this may not be true for all of you, but some kind of passion project, something, it could be within your workspace, or this could be a hobby, something that you're choosing to pick up. Maybe you're, starting a new hobby of some kind, whether that is physical activity or just something creative. But it looks like you are starting something new of some kind. That looks great, actually. All right. Finally, we have the Master, which is amazing card. Love that card, actually. And then we have both compromise and schizophrenia. So, which seems like it is a hard place to be. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place there. It's kind of what that card looks like. But this is, to me, more speaking that you have a choice. So the compromise here you have decisions that you're making. And you are making compromises, and you're showing people how they can compromise. But I feel like this is more like moving on, creating harmony in particular situations. So moving from, in the traditional card, it shows people on a boat that have the swords around them, and they're moving from kind of rough waters into calmer waters. So kind of moving on, moving forward, making forward progress. And so I think that you're causing this progress to happen through showing your judicious quality. And then also, so schizophrenia, this also seems like a weird way to put it, but this is traditionally going to be the two. The Two of Swords. So you are I'm sorry, I misspoke. This is not Six of Swords, this is the Six of Pentacles, which is all about balance and compromise. In schizophrenia, the Two of Swords is the same thing, having a choice, also perhaps being defensive within this choice. But it looks like your entire reading is really about looking at two sides of a coin. That there are multiple ways to look at a particular situation. And you really kind of being your true Libra self, and not only staying within a place of empowerment and not being torn in any particular direction, but helping others, mastering this element of helping others to see how to work together, how to compromise, how to find this balance. Really, Libra just being Libra on all kinds of fronts there, which is great. Fantastic, actually. All right, moving on. I'm going to go to Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael. This particular deck I use for advice. So you can choose for yourself to use it for advice for the reading, for whatever situation seems to be calling out to you. Or you can choose a situation of your own in which you would like to get some kind of outlook on. Right away. This is your life's purpose. Always so great with matching up with what it is that we're talking about. All right, for this one, I'm going to read from the book. Let's see. All right, make sure you can see this here. Archangel Michael has heard your prayers and he's guiding you in the direction in which you were born to go. You already have ideas about a career that would bring you joy, excitement, opportunities to help, and financial security, and these thoughts and indicators of your divine purpose. You're meant to be engaged in work that brings you and others happiness. Look at that. This card is validation that the career you're dreaming about is your life's purpose. As such, the universe will support and open doors for you. Move forward confidently. Other possible specific meanings. Your current situation offers clues about the next step to take on your path. Follow your true feelings. Angels are watching over your business and finances. So the prayer for this card is, Archangel Michael, you know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. Wow. Libra, honestly, I think things are looking great for you and looking up and just kind of finding, as long as you find your inner peace and you really work your natural ability to be able to find balance within a situation, I think things are looking like they're headed in a very positive direction. So I hope this resonated with you. If it does not, that's all right. It doesn't have to be your reading, but take what does and leave what does not. And I very much appreciate all of you being here with me today and supporting this channel. I encourage you, if this resonated with you, to please like and subscribe down below. And if you feel so inclined, there is a link for tips and or donations, which are certainly not expected, but absolutely appreciated. And if you decide to do that, thank you so very much. I will see you next time. Thank you so much, Libra.